yes.
Okay, perfect. Hi,
Good
Moumita.
afternoon.
Good morning.
Um,
How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for accepting my request. How are you?
I am doing good as well. Thank you so much for asking. We were supposed to meet last week, but we couldn't meet due to the rains and the weather that I have here. It's still raining, but thankfully today I have electricity, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay,
All
so
right. So yeah, tell
yes.
me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name is Moumita. I was born and brought up in Kolkata, West Bengal, but currently I am living in USA due to my husband's job. And I completed my master's in mathematics, and after that I did MCA also. But and along with that, I started coaching classes for class 7 to class 10. I
Mhm.
used to teach them mathematics and but before coming here, I left everything, and now I am a totally homemaker and a mom of a toddler. She is now
Ah, how
almost two
sweet.
years old.
Mm-hmm.
So now in my free time, I love to spend time with her, and I love cooking also. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
and I love to do yoga. So that's all about me.
Amazing, very nice. I think it's a good transition. And the best part is you are doing things that you love doing, which is again a very important part of life that you are doing at least some things which you love and which you enjoy. Good job. Nice.
Yes, because now I have started to feel that okay, she is growing now, so I have
Mm,
started to get some time for myself. That's why
of
I have started.
course. Yes, of course. So where in US you are situated?
Yeah, we are in Florida. The
Florida.
state is
Okay.
Florida, and the city is
Mhm.
Orlando.
Orlando. Okay, wonderful. Good, good. So, what is it about Florida that you like? How long have you been there?
Yeah, we are here for 2 years.
Hmm.
And like means the weather is almost like Kolkata. I mean,
Right.
the summer is not that like hot, but yes, we can feel every season here.
Hmm.
So we didn't face much problem to adjust here from the atmosphere from the season. So there are so many places where most of the time is winter. So here not like that.
Hmm.
That is
Right.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Florida is the place where the people in USA flock when it is, winters everywhere and they want to get some nice weather and something a little warmer. Florida is
Yeah.
the go-to place.
Yes.
Mm. Okay, good, good. Very nice. All right. So, yes, Momita, tell me, you wanted to connect and you wanted to have a conversation. Is there anything specific on
Yes.
your mind that you want to talk about?
Actually, I have been following you since the very initial day of your channel. Not only your channel, before that also I watched some of your video. I don't know you were working for any platform or uh,
Right, right. Yeah.
I was that time, and you are also from Kolkata, and you are amazing as you're speaking, and your
Thank you.
teaching is amazing. I have learned
Thank
so many things from you. Still, I am learning, and that's why I
you.
thought that I have to have a conversation with you.
How sweet. Thank you so much, Momita. I think this means a lot. And this is what I keep talking about all the time that, when you get this kind of love and this kind of support from people whom you don't even know, I think that is the biggest motivation for anybody to put in more effort and to try and bring something new for everybody. So thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome, ma'am. So you are also from Kolkata. Where did you live in Kolkata?
I was born and raised in Sirampur. So it is around 25 minutes train ride from Howrah. And Sirampur is right opposite to Barakpur. If you
Okay.
cross the Ganges, right opposite Barakpur is Sirampur. So I was born and
Okay.
raised there. My schooling was from Holy Home School, Srirampur. And after that, I moved to Salt Lake. My college was in Sector 5. So I used to stay in Sector 2. I have spent around 3 years in Salt Lake in the hostel, and after that, I moved out of Kolkata.
Okay. So,
Mhm.
do you nowadays do you visit Kolkata sometimes?
So it was very rare. I had moved to Pune in 2014, and after that, in 2016, I also got my dad and my brother shifted here to Pune because
Okay.
my brother was done with his 12th, and I really wanted him to get this exposure, and we also wanted to stay together as a family. So they moved here. My brother did his college from here, and now he's working. It's been a long time he's working. So recently he has purchased a home in Kolkata, and right now the renovations are going on over there. So my dad and brother are there. So now I think, the frequency of visiting Kolkata is going to increase. So most probably the work will be done by end of July, and then we are thinking of doing the housewarming maybe in the month of August sometime. So let's see, that is the plan now. But over the last decade, when I was in Pune and my family was also here, I had, I think, hardly visited twice or thrice. It's not more than that. I
When
am
your
very fond
family
of
is
traveling. So I like exploring more places. So whenever I get a holiday, I feel if I go to Kolkata, I can't see something new. Everything I have seen over
yes.
there. So that's why I keep on picking new destinations and, travel as much as possible.
Okay. I am from Barashat. You know
Ah,
Barashat?
Barashat. Okay.
Yes. I live there and we go once in a year now.
That's good. At least you are able to come at least once in a year. That is a very good thing. My friend is there, my best friend. She's there in the US. And she was in Singapore, but now she's in the US and she had, just had a little kid 1.5 years ago. So I think she hasn't visited even once till now. So that's what we are also waiting. When will she come? It's been a very long time, and she's my best friend since nursery. So she missed my wedding as well. So now we are eagerly waiting to meet, when she will get some time and when is she going to come.
Yes, this is the hard part when your friend's marriage is happening and it's
Yeah,
some family function is happening and you are not able to attend this. This is really very
correct.
hard.
Yes, yes. She keeps saying the same thing. I think you must have watched her video as well. There is an
Yes,
episode with
yes.
her as well. So she keeps talking about the same thing that, it's right that we are here for career and, future and all of that. But then everything is passing by, and the family people at back home, they are growing older, kids are growing up, and
Yeah.
all the main functions, everything we are missing out on. So it's actually a very lonely kind of a life that we are living, and which is true in a sense, because at the end of the day, you also want that, that love and affection from people around you, and to spend some time with them. So that is also very important.
Yes.
Mhm. How long has it been that you are there in the US?
In 2 years.
Years. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So do you visit during Durga Pujas, or do you visit, any random
No,
time?
no, till now we haven't got that chance that we will visit during the puja. But we first time actually, my daughter was born here, and we went Kolkata when she was 6 months because we have that ritual like
Rice ceremony.
rice ceremony. Yes, so we went that time, and this year also we went in March and
Ah,
April.
okay. Okay.
So
All
we are
right.
planning we will go next year during the puja because it's been three
Mm.
years we are not here.
Of course, yeah, yeah. For me, I think it's been almost 10 years. It's been a decade that I haven't seen Kolkata's Durga Puja as such. But the best part is in Pune, you have like almost similar kind of Durga Pujas. In just the city of Pune, there are at least 50 to 55 Durga Pujas that happen.
Wow.
So we go for pandal hopping, we go for our aartis and
Yes,
everything
I
we do
watched your
over
that
here.
dog also.
Yeah.
We shared.
Right, right. So that's a fun thing, and it is something that we really enjoy. So that's one thing that, it doesn't make you feel completely left out from the essence of Durga Puja.
Yeah, that's why we also we have also joined a society, that is Bengali Society of Florida, and we
Mm.
go there to celebrate the to celebrate Durga Puja.
Amazing, nice. So, Momita, since you have been there for almost 2 years now, if you have to talk about some things that you feel are much better now than what it was back home in your life, and some things that you really miss and you feel that, okay, those things were better at home and in Kolkata. Do you have any of those things in your mind?
Yes, actually, I came here. Am I audible, ma'am?
Oh, I couldn't hear you in between. Can you start from the answer so that, I can edit the part?
Okay, actually, I am saying that I came here when I was 4 months pregnant. So my exposure was only most of the time with my baby, and and with hospital doctor. Everywhere is very neat and clean. You don't feel hesitate to take your baby in any hospital or any market. You don't feel hesitation. And another part is I always appreciate how child friendly they are. From street, any restaurant, they have all the facilities for baby children. If you go to a park, there suppose you have a baby and you have a toddler, you have a kids, you have a kid, so there you can find two different places for your baby and your kid. They have different swing, different kind of swing, different kind of slide. So this is one of the main facility I have seen till now.
Uh,
And yes, they are very organized. Everyone try to follow all the rules and regulation. It's really nice. And here lifestyle is also better than India. But yes, what I miss here, that is my family. We
of course.
after having my baby, I didn't get any help from there and them,
Mm,
because
right.
we took care of our daughter on our own. It was very difficult part because it's my first baby, and I did not have any experience to take care of a newborn. It was very
Right.
hard to see.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is the main problem, but
Mm,
otherwise it's good.
okay. All right. That's
And
good. And
another
I
problem
think,
is,
yeah.
yes, another problem is food. We don't
Mm,
get that kind of Kolkata style food. But here is another benefit that since we don't get that food here, we try to cook at home.
yeah. That's also an advantage.
Yes,
Mm, that's there. But the good thing is, what I really like that nowadays you get everything everywhere. Like at least the raw materials you get everywhere. So you can, if you want, you can cook your own food, not just
yes.
Indian food, but anybody from any part of the world. I think that
Mhm.
has been one of the best parts of globalization, where everything, every commodity is so easily available at different parts of the world. I think that's a very good thing.
Yes.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay.
We can get everything, almost everything in the Indian store. So
Mm,
it's good.
right. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so do you like to travel? Where all have you traveled so far?
Actually, we haven't traveled anywhere because of my baby, but
Maybe.
we are planning to go now because she is almost 2 years and now we
Hmm.
can go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We have so many places in our wish list, so we will
Of
go.
course. Okay. Wonderful. So, Momita, what are your, now that your baby is growing up, what are your wishes for yourself? What are the things that you want to do for yourself?
Yeah, I actually always want to do something for myself. I want to be independent actually. But here, after coming here, the most priority is my baby and family because nobody is here to take care of her. So that's why I have just started this. And I told you that I used to give tuition there. So this is one of my passion. I love to give. I love to teach. So if
Hmm.
I get chance, then I have a plan that I will again start that.
Amazing. I think there are so many online platforms nowadays, not just for English, but I'm specifically talking about maths and science subjects and all of that, where you can actually give tuitions and help students with their, projects and all of that. So try exploring those a little bit because they are great. You can sit at home and you can work, no need to go anywhere. You can still take care of the baby, and it
Yeah.
will also give you some confidence.
Yes, actually, this is another reason that's why I am trying to learn this language because previously I only taught the Bengali medium student, but this time I don't want to restrict myself for the
Right.
Bengali medium student.
Yes, yes, of course. So, not only for just teaching, but also since you are there and you
Yes,
are making that lifestyle as your own, you are raising a child over there. So, having that comfort while speaking the English language becomes a very important thing for you
yes,
because your child, you no matter how much you try, she is going to be comfortable in English. She's going to grow up in that environment.
yes.
And it
I
will
have
really
started to feel that.
connect with her. Yes, yes, that happens. Because no matter how much you try and you speak in Bengali at home, she will always have an accent. She will always be more comfortable in English because that's the environment that she is getting.
Yes.
Just like us, how we got that environment of Bengali around
Mm.
us throughout, and that made us so comfortable. So that's why I'm happy to see that you realize it and you are already working on your language skills and you're already trying to make yourself comfortable with the language. Good job.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. So I have one question.
Sure.
Actually, I have heard from many experts, and you told in your many videos that if we want to speak something on a topic, then we should have at least some knowledge on that topic. Otherwise, we can't speak. And it's really true. But my question is that there are so many topics out there, and it's really hard to know every topic in details. And if we just touch every topic, then maybe we will forget that about that, and we can't remember. So what is your suggestion about that? And could you please suggest some topics which I can learn as a beginner or learner?
Okay, wonderful. I think that's a very valid question, Momita, first of all, because a lot of people are confused about this. The particular part where you said that, okay, how many topics do we have to, you know, make ourselves aware of, right? If you look at certain things, if you look at the frequency of conversations with people, in general, can you tell me what are the few topics that you think people talk about?
For most of the my interaction most of the time with the housewife and the mom of the kids. So my
Mhm.
I always speak like these household chores and kids like that.
Kids, household chores. If
Yes,
you want to just hang out with someone and you want to have a discussion, what are the other things that you can talk about? You can talk about what is going on, like
yes,
in general, current affairs. Like there was there was this terrorist attack last month. After that, there was this huge war-like situation in the country. Now, this horrible incident with the air crash has happened. When things
yes,
like these happen, people talk about those,
yes,
right? So, very important to be aware of current affairs. What is happening? What are the things which are trending in terms of global news? So, there is a war going on in Ukraine. You should at least know a little bit about it. What is the current status? What is happening? Or plane crash that has happened. What happened? You should have certain thoughts, because tomorrow if you are meeting the kids, the parents of the kids, and they are saying that, oh my god, have you seen what has happened, you should not be like, yeah, I saw, and after that you're like, you know, I'm not sure, so I will speak, I'll not speak, I'll be quiet, right? So that is one topic which is very common, and you should definitely keep yourself posted with what is happening in the world. Number two, people talk about in general self awareness, health, food, places where they visit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very common topics are social media, mental health, how to be healthy, at least when you are crossing the 30s. After
Mm-hmm.
that, we'll start talking about health.
Yes.
I'm gaining weight. I am having this, I'm having that. What are the general ways to keep myself fit? People talk about that.
Mm.
People talk about movies,
Yes.
like entertainment, right? So the point is, you do not have to become experts on any specific topic. Nowadays, a very trending topic, finances. A lot of people talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And for all of us, we should know a little bit about finances. We are not back in the 80s that, okay, we don't need any financial information or financial knowledge. We should know what are the ways we can make money, what are the ways we can save money, what are the ways we can grow money. We all should have at least some idea, right? Now, that's how you select your genres, where you decide that, okay, today I can. And when you are talking about how to improve my knowledge, I will forget, depends on what is the way in which you are learning, so that you don't forget. If you watch a video and that
Mm-hmm.
video is very captivating, chances are you will not forget about it. When
Yes.
the time comes when somebody says that, hey, Momita, have you ever invested in the stock market, and you had seen an amazing video about it, and you had
Mm-hmm.
some idea, so you'll be able to talk something about it, you will not completely forget it. So the best way to learn about things is watching videos, because that is audio and visual both. So there is
Yes.
no way that it will not leave a good impression on your mind, provided that it was a good video. It cannot be a boring one.
Mm.
You have to like something about the speaker, either the speaker or the animations of the video. Something should catch your attention, right?
Mm.
So number two is, first you know topics, next you know how to learn about these topics. Now this way it can help not only with your knowledge but also with your spoken English, because you are watching the video in English. You are not
Mm.
watching Hindi videos, you're watching English videos. So that gives you vocabulary as well related to that topic, right? And
Mm.
then comes the point, what if I am in a situation and I don't know in depth about that topic? How do I speak? Then there is a technique that you need to follow. Whenever you talk about something, first of all, you follow something called introduction, body, and conclusion. So, in your introduction, and it is all about answering questions. Like in school, remember, we used to have comprehensions. We would read the passage, and then people will, ask questions from that,
Mm.
from that passage, and we had to answer. So, think of any discussion as a comprehension, which means if I have to speak about a topic and I have to first introduce the topic, what is my
Mm.
introduction going to be? It is going to answer the question, what? What is that topic all about? So
Mm.
if I ask you today, Momita, what are your thoughts on weight loss?
Mm.
Instead of saying weight loss is very important so that we can stay healthy and fit throughout our life, instead of saying this, you can start by saying something like, well, weight loss is one of the most trending and the most hot topics nowadays, because people have now started becoming aware of their health. and people know that excess of weight can lead to a lot of diseases in future. So what did you do? You did not talk about weight loss or how to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Gave an introduction about what weight loss is,
Yes.
right? After
Mm.
that comes your body, where you put the main contents that you want to speak. Over there, what do? You answer more questions. More questions like, why is it important?
Mm.
How can you do it? What happens if you don't do it? So, similarly, for any topic that is given to you, you can answer questions like these. You can talk about advantages, disadvantages, right?
Yes.
That helps you speak more on a topic. Now, you want to go more deep and detailed, then with every question that you answer, give a real life example or a story
Okay.
or a reference. That makes your speech complete and whole. And at the end of it, you give a conclusion. So, according to me, I think weight loss is something that all of us should pay a little attention to if we are overweight, so that we can continue living a healthy and longer life.
Okay.
So, I wrapped up everything that I wanted to say. Right? So that's the way how you prepare yourself and how you enable yourself to face any kind of situation, any sort of discussion without getting a cold feet, without feeling lost.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're
Thank you
most
so
welcome.
much.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. I hope
Uh,
you will be able to try this out, and then now you have my number. So let me know if you try it and how it works out for you.
okay. So, what is your suggestion about my English? How is my English level? What is my English level? Mm.
Mhm. Well, after speaking to you just for 30 minutes, I cannot determine your level. You need to take a test to check your level. But what I can say a few things here, I really love the calm and composed way in which you speak. That is a great way to communicate. I feel you can do a little better in terms of your confidence, because right now I can see a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of scared Momita inside the lines that you are speaking. So we can do a little better there in terms of confidence. Grammatically, there are certain things that you are missing out here and there. So if you keep practicing more, if you put yourself in an environment where you are speaking deliberately every day, I think that can help you a lot better with your confidence as well as the small grammatical mistakes that you are making.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, Momita. And it was lovely talking to you. I had a great time. And in future, we will definitely try and connect once again. But I wish you all the very best for everything that you are planning to
Okay.
do, for your travels, and lots of love to your younger one.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And another one, ma'am, can I get that recording?
Yes, I will share it with you. Just
Okay.
send me your email address. I will share the Google
Okay.
Drive link. Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay. Thank
right.
you,
Perfect,
ma'am.
Momita. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Bye.
Bye.